Time for a quick check-in, people. So I want to talk about misinformation and how it can make you look crazy, okay? I want y'all to take a look at this. Now, this is a picture on the back of the $2 bill, and you see the darker person in there has been said to be John Hanson, the first black president. And the problem with that is not true. And when people repeat it, it makes you look like either you're intentionally lying or you don't really research what you say. Okay? Let me show you who the real Black John Hanson is. Okay? This is the real Black John Hanson. So this John Hanson they don't even have a record of when he was born, but he died in 1860. And also notice that this is a real photograph. This is not a portrait somebody drew. This is a photograph. Okay? And the problem with saying that he was John Hanson from the Continental Congress is that was from the 1770s. That was almost 70, 80 years before this period of time. This picture was taken in 1856. All right, but who is he for real? Let me show you who he really is. John Hanson, a senator of Grand Bassa County in Liberia. John Hanson died in 1860, was an African-American associated with the American Colonization Society, which sought to relocate freeborn and emancipated black Americans to Liberia. In Liberia, he served as a senator from Grand Bassa County. He was born into slavery, but he purchased his freedom and immigrated with the E from Baltimore to Liberia at age 36. And just to continue to make my point, like I said, photography wasn't even invented until 1826. The Continental Congress was in the 1770s. Okay? So there couldn't have ever been a photograph of the real John Hanson. Okay? So since we're on that subject, let me show you the real John Hanson. And they have all his documentation and all of those presidents from the Continental Congress. But this was the real guy, okay? He looked like this. Yes, look at him. Yes, very much a white man. A Mason at that. You see how he has his hand? You know what that means, right? This is the real John Hanson. He actually was the 8th president of the Continental Congress, not the first, like people keep saying. And he served during 1781 to 1782, all right? He was a merchant and a public official from Maryland during the era of the American Revolutionary War, okay? After serving in a variety of roles for the Patriot cause in Maryland, in 1779, Hanson was elected president and became the first official to serve a one-year term under the provisions of the Articles of Confederation, all right? So again, this is the real John Hanson, and again, this is a portrait. They could not have made a photograph because this was about 50 years before there was a such thing as a photograph, all right? So I know some of you are still asking, so who was that black man on the back of the $2 bill? Well, look at the bottom. It tells you what that's a picture of. That's a picture of the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1776, all right? And that is a picture on the back of a bill. But let's look at the real portrait. So this is the real portrait of the signing of the Declaration or the Articles of Confederation, whatever. And look, as you're looking around that room, do you see a black face anywhere? I don't. Not a single solitary one. Again, the one that's on the back of the $2 bill is a picture of a picture. So let me show you how that mistake was easily made, okay? When you are photographing and photocopying, things change colors. This is the same image. At the top, you can see the one that's dark. At the bottom, you can see he's in the shadow. They still all are white men, all right? This is important because people actually believe this, and they start repeating this. And I don't want any of you to be repeating false information. I personally won't ever I will never share fake information with you. I'm going to tell you the truth at all times, even if it's not cute. You need to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, do not let Do not let misinformation make you look crazy. Okay, that's unnecessary. And listen, every time that you make a mistake like that, when you're talking to somebody about some real information, it discredits you because it's like you can't tell the difference between the real and the fake. So don't do that to yourself. So that's all I got for this video. So until next time, check back in with King Moo's Factoids.